For Zoey Klein. Prayers. How the young couple is overcoming the most difficult obstacle in their lives. Hi everyone, my name is Elena. Greetings from my channel. Please click the bell symbol and subscribe to the channel for the most recent news updates. Millions of fans worldwide have found happiness, inspiration, and hope in the cherished TLC series The Little Couple. Viewers have followed Dr. Jennifer Arnold, Bill Klein, and their two kids, Will and Zoey, through the highs and lows of life throughout the years. Downs with dignity, wit, and unwavering affection. From adoption to health issues, the family's tale has always been one of faith and perseverance. However, they are currently dealing with one of the most difficult situations of their lives. Additionally, supporters worldwide are uniting in prayer for young Zoey Klein. For those who grew up watching the young couple, Zoey has always been the inquisitive, happy, and intelligent young girl who won people over the instant she stepped onto the scene. Zoey was adopted from India in 2013, and her arrival was among the most poignant scenes in the series. The touching moments of Jennifer and Bill going all over the world to bring their daughter home are still cherished by fans. At first, Zoey was quiet, perceptive, bashful, and guarded. But as the years passed, she developed into a vibrant, self-assured young girl with an endless supply of energy and a radiant grin. But beneath that cheerful exterior, the Kleins' lives hasn't always been simple. Will, Zoey's brother, was born with skeletal dysplasia, a rare disorder that results in dwarfism. Jen and Bill have always been candid about the medical complications and difficulties of raising children with the same ailment, as they are both medical professionals. While making sure their children had a typical, contented upbringing, they have had to deal with surgeries, therapies, and numerous doctor appointments. However, recent events have raised serious concerns in the small couple community. Numerous stories and online fan forums indicate that Zoey has been battling severe health issues, problems that have needed constant medical care. Although Jennifer and Bill have never discussed their kids' personal difficulties, fans picked up on signals from Jen's social media posts. Messages for more healing energy, strength, and prayers for her family. Jennifer shared a straightforward yet impactful message in an emotional post that swiftly went viral on fan pages. The worst struggles are sometimes concealed by the bravest smiles. Please remember to pray for our little warrior. That one sentence was enough to evoke strong feelings among the Little Couple fan base, even though she withheld specifics. Love, support, and prayers were poured into the comment area by fans. From seasoned viewers who have followed the family since their TLC debut to new fans who just found the show on streaming services, messages came in from all around the world. You've always inspired us with your courage. Sending prayers for Zoey and the whole family, a supporter commented. Another said, Bill and Jen have always taught us to persevere in the face of hardship. Now it's our turn to give them strength. This particular moment is particularly challenging because Jennifer and Bill have experienced health crises before. Years ago, Jennifer was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, a devastating diagnosis that she faced with unwavering determination. During her recovery, Bill was her rock, taking care of her and their children while managing his own health issues. That time was one of the most emotional chapters in the Little Couple's story. As history seems to repeat itself in a different form, the couple is once again relying on that same faith. According to close friends of the family, Jen and Bill are staying strong, focused, and hopeful, spending every moment by Zoey's side, and doing everything possible to ensure she receives the best care. They've always been fighters, and fans still remember how their faith and love helped them overcome what seemed impossible. One insider said, "This family knows how to confront obstacles head-on." Fans speculate that Zoey's health issues may be related to complications from her skeletal dysplasia or other related conditions that occasionally accompany the disorder, but the family has not confirmed the specifics. Those who are familiar with Zoey's journey know that she has already undergone numerous medical procedures since childhood, but she has always recovered. They're surrounded by love, and they're drawing strength from their faith and their incredible bond. In one of her recent interviews, Jennifer Arnold discussed the value of maintaining optimism in the face of adversity, saying, "No matter what life throws at you, you have to believe that hope is stronger than fear." She added, "Every challenge is an opportunity to grow and to show our children what courage really means." Those words, which were spoken long before the current situation, now seem to reverberate through the hearts of fans as they rally around the family. "Watching Zoey grow up on TV gave us so much hope," an admirer commented on Twitter. "Her smile brightened my gloomy days." Another fan with a kid with dwarfism said, "The Kleins gave us courage and representation, and we're all praying for her to recover." In Zoey, "My kid recognizes herself." This tremendous outpouring of support is definitely a source of strength for Jennifer and Bill, who have cultivated not just a fan base but a community over the years. "Our family is praying for hers." In their work as neonatologists and medical educators, Jennifer continues to inspire her colleagues and followers with her commitment and compassion, while Bill oversees their family business ventures and provides stability behind them. The family has always placed a strong emphasis on gratitude, reminding fans that life's challenges can be faced with grace and gratitude. Even in their darkest moments, Jen and Bill have found ways to uplift others. Sources close to the family say that Zoey has been spending a lot of time at home with her parents and brother, surrounded by comfort and care. Despite the uncertainty, Jen and Bill have tried to maintain a sense of normalcy, cooking meals together, reading bedtime stories, and cherishing every little moment as a family. Together, they have created a life that demonstrates that love is stronger than any obstacle, and in times like these, that love is being put to the ultimate test. Many people are thinking about how the little couple has always been a symbol of hope, from the early days of medical difficulties to the happiness of adoption and family life, and how every stage of their journey has been a testament to faith, resiliency, and the strength of unity. Although the cameras aren't rolling right now, the Klein's bravery continues to inspire millions of people, reminding everyone that true heroes can overcome any obstacle. Are not the ones who never encounter adversity, but rather those who do so with dignity and resolve. Zoey, who has developed into a self-assured, imaginative, and lively young girl, has always been the center of the family. Her laughter, curiosity, and limitless imagination have warmed the hearts of countless people. For fans who feel like they are a part of the Klein family, it has been an honor to watch her grow up. And now, as she embarks on this challenging chapter, that same international family is firmly by her side in spirit and prayer. Jennifer once remarked, "I see strength in Zoey." Fans hope that the Kleins will overcome this challenge stronger than ever before, and many think that Zoey's tenacity and the love that surrounds her will get her through this trying time. Not because she's never afraid, but because she keeps going even when things get tough. Those words perfectly capture the moment the family is going through right now. The world has witnessed Zoey's triumph over obstacles before, and as the prayers keep coming in, the Klein family continues to be a timeless example of what it means to endure with love, whether it is because of Jennifer's unwavering optimism, Bill's quiet strength, or Zoey's resilient heart. The couple continues to teach the world that family is the greatest force of all. Jen Arnold, star of the popular reality series Little People Big World, has once again drawn attention from the public, but not because of her latest project. The so-called petition aims to address long-standing stigmas associated with dwarfism and to advocate for more respectful language and societal awareness. But what exactly does this petition entail? And could it truly revolutionize the lives of little people? Previously known as Respectful Language and Representation for People with Dwarfism, the petition was launched on a widely recognized platform but has since generated both praise and controversy. Online platform. Renowned for her candor and willingness to address delicate subjects, Jen Arnold has utilized her platform to raise awareness of the difficulties faced by people with dwarfism in their daily lives. The petition specifically requests that media organizations, educational institutions, and public figures re-evaluate their use of offensive or out-of-date terms, particularly the contentious term that has a lengthy history of demeaning usage in entertainment, advertising, and Arnold's petition focuses on education, understanding, and societal change rather than just calling for the word to be outright banned. She contends that language shapes perception and that the word society uses to describe people with dwarfism has far-reaching implications. People of short stature have been subjected to marginalization, TYP casting, and ridicule for decades. Arnold's effort aims to create an environment where future generations grow up with a more informed. Proponents of people with dwarfism hailed Arnold's initiative as a vital step toward equality and visibility, while organizations that focus on disability rights and anti-bullying campaigns cited the petition as a model for advocacy that combines public awareness with practical action. The petition quickly gained traction, garnering thousands of signatures from around the world. The overwhelming response suggests that society may be ready for a long-overdue conversation about language. However, some have questioned the strategy, arguing that word bans or restrictions are not a long-term solution and that changing public opinion requires more than petitions or policy changes, arguing that education and individual involvement are far more effective than any legalistic or symbolic measures. Arnold, however, has made it clear that the petition is only one part of a larger initiative that also includes collaboration, public speaking, and educational outreach. The term's history is crucial to understanding why Arnold's petition is so contentious. Originally used extensively in circuses and vaudeville acts, the term was frequently linked to entertainment that took advantage of people with dwarfism for public amusement. Over time, its use became synonymous with mockery and marginalization, and even in casual or humorous contexts, it carries echoes of historical oppression. Arnold's personal experience informs her advocacy. Having spent a significant portion of her life in the spotlight, she is aware of how language can shape perception and opportunity. Her prominence on Little People, Big World has made her a role model for many, and she understands the responsibility that comes with that status. The petition is about more than just words. It is about dignity, respect, and social inclusion of an entire community. The media's reaction has been mixed, but generally positive. The petition has received a lot of coverage from mainstream outlets, which frequently emphasizes Arnold's sincerity and passion. However, social media has been a double-edged sword, with many users applauding her initiative and others criticizing it as being overly broad or unnecessary. Some online commentators claim that the word is harmless in some situations, which has led to intense discussions about impact versus intent. Arnold has not been deterred, highlighting the fact that even seemingly harmless words can reinforce negative stereotypes. Linguists and social psychologists agree, as research indicates that language has a significant impact on social perception and can reinforce systemic inequalities. Words that denigrate or stereotype marginalized groups contribute to implicit biases and affect how people are treated in social, professional, and educational contexts. Arnold's petition, which calls for careful language use, is in line with larger. The petition's growing popularity may persuade organizations to adopt guidelines or policies that discourage offensive terminology, and media companies, workplaces, and schools may re-evaluate their language policies to create more inclusive environments. In this way, the petition could have a tangible impact beyond raising awareness. Efforts to promote inclusivity and equity. The petition also has potential legal and policy implications. One of its key features is its focus on education. Arnold has collaborated with groups that offer materials and seminars to foster empathy and understanding, which promotes discussion about dwarfism and constructively challenges stereotypes. By combining public advocacy with educational outreach, Arnold is using her platform to develop a multifaceted strategy for social change. Importantly, the petition also addresses representation in media and entertainment. Arnold's initiative urges producers, casting directors, and writers to think about the wider implications of the characters they create and the language they use. Representation matters, and careful attention to terminology can help ensure that individuals with dwarfism are portrayed with respect and complexity. Some skeptics have questioned whether a single petition can drive meaningful change. People with dwarfism have frequently been cast in roles that reinforce negative stereotypes or limit their opportunities. Change. After all, language changes slowly and societal norms are deeply ingrained, but history provides examples of minor actions leading to major cultural changes. Movements for racial, gender, and disability rights started with public discourse, awareness campaigns, and petitions. Arnold's work could be considered a continuation of this tradition, a catalyst that encourages more advocacy and introspection. The petition's worldwide reach is also noteworthy. Although it originated in the United States, Arnold's platform has drawn beyond advocacy. Arnold's petition has sparked important personal conversations. Families, educators, and workplaces are having important conversations about language, identity, and respect. Advocates from Europe, Asia, and Latin America have added their voices, highlighting the universality of the issues she addresses. This international support suggests that concerns about respectful language and social inclusion transcend national boundaries and resonate across cultures. The petition has also caused media professionals to reflect, with journalists, bloggers, and content creators re-evaluating the words they use in headlines, articles, and scripts, and some making public statements. Arnold has pointed out that even minor changes in everyday language, words used at school, in the workplace, or in casual conversation, can have a cumulative impact on societal attitudes. These discussions, though occasionally uncomfortable, are crucial for fostering understanding and empathy. Since language and perception are closely related, social scientists point out that when society changes the terms it uses to describe marginalized groups, it often reflects and facilitates deeper changes in attitudes and behaviors. Arnold's initiative shows that advocacy can influence not only policy but also culture and professional standards. By admitting past mistakes and pledging to use more thoughtful language going forward, Arnold's initiative is not just symbolic, it is part of a larger effort. Arnold responds to these concerns by stressing choice and awareness rather than coercion. The petition promotes voluntary changes in language use based on understanding and empathy rather than imposing legal restrictions. Some critics of the petition continue to raise concerns about freedom of speech and personal expression, arguing that people should have the right to use language as they see fit, regardless of its potential offensiveness. Arnold's history indicates that she is dedicated to ongoing advocacy rather than a one-time campaign, and her ongoing involvement, along with growing public support, could lead to real improvements in the social climate for people with dwarfism. However, as the petition gains momentum, it is unclear what the long-term effects will be. Will it result in quantifiable changes in media representation, workplace policies, and public attitudes? Will it inspire similar initiatives targeting other forms of stigmatizing language? The petition not only raises awareness but also emphasizes the importance of community engagement, with people with dwarfism and their allies taking part in workshops, discussions, and advocacy campaigns inspired by Arnold's initiative. This collaborative approach ensures that those most affected by these issues have a say in shaping solutions and amplifies historically marginalized voices. What makes Jen Arnold's petition significant is not just the specific language it addresses, but also in the larger ideals it represents. Social inclusion, respect, and dignity are universal values. Additionally, by opposing harmful language and fostering understanding, Arnold's initiative serves as a call to action for society as a whole, potentially improving the lives of countless people. The path from petition to societal change is never simple. Opposition, discussion, and gradual advancement are unavoidable. Nevertheless, the dialogue prompted by Arnold's initiative has. Even skeptics admit that bringing attention to the historical and social connotations of specific words is a worthwhile endeavor. In conclusion, Jen Arnold's audacious move with her petition represents more than a campaign against a single word. It is an attempt to confront historical marginalization, promote respectful language, and create a culture of empathy and understanding. Although the petition alone may not solve the problem, it has already shown the power of advocacy to generate reflection, dialogue, and incremental change. Thousands of people have signed, shared, and supported the petition, reflecting a growing awareness that words matter and that society has a responsibility to use them thoughtfully. Despite all the challenges faced by people with dwarfism, it is a significant step toward recognition, dignity, and social inclusion. It is unclear whether this initiative will revolutionize lives, but its impact is already evident in the conversations it has sparked, the awareness it has raised, and the hope it has inspired. Jen Arnold. Jen Arnold's petition reminds us that advocacy is not limited to grand gestures or legislation. Sometimes it begins with words carefully chosen, thoughtfully considered, and purposefully used. Arnold's bold move demonstrates that visibility, advocacy, and courage can intersect to create meaningful dialogue, challenging society to reconsider its language while also empowering a community to assert its dignity, identity, and voice. The question now is whether society will heed that call. Will media outlets, educators, workplaces, and individuals adopt more respectful language? Will future generations grow up with a broader understanding of dwarfism and the importance of inclusivity? Only time will tell, but for now, Jen Arnold has started a movement that highlights the transformative potential of a world used to sensational headlines and short-lived attention. In that sense, Jen Arnold is not just petitioning for change, she is modeling it. And for a society that increasingly values empathy, respect, and inclusivity, that is a bold, necessary, and revolutionary step. Jen Arnold explained that although her petition may be controversial, it is unquestionably necessary, challenging us to examine our words, question our assumptions, and consider the lived experiences of people whose voices have too often been marginalized. Legs. The pedals must be extended. However, that is not the only problem. Due to her short stature, she must sit up high to see out of the window, which necessitates raising the seats. Naturally, after that, the little couple mom has trouble getting her legs under the steering wheel, so that must also be raised. As a result, she must wait to drive her new car. Jen Arnold, a former Little Couple star, is passionate about empowering little people, and one word she hates is. Although the Little Couple was cancelled, the brilliant neonatal specialist uses her large platform to continue educating people about people with dwarfism. She once raged because there was no easy access to a salon and no refund for cancellation. The show, along with Little People, Big World, attempted to educate people about those with dwarfism, but shockingly, 5 schools in the United States still use it as a mascot, and she believes that's wrong. On other occasions, she supported a petition that has been going on for a few months, advocating for little individuals who have obstacles in their careers. TLC viewers like that Jen Arnold keeps educating people and